What if the greatest outlaw in history never existed? What if Robin Hood was not a man, but a story whispered in the dark, born from the pain of the poor? Tonight, we dive into a legend soaked in blood, hope, and rebellion.
The forests of Sherwood weren't just trees and shadows. They were hiding places, fortresses for the desperate. The poor fled there, chased by lords, soldiers, and merciless laws. Out of this fear, the figure of Robin Hood emerged, a hooded man with arrows sharp as vengeance, striking back against injustice. But was he flesh and blood, or just a dream of freedom?
They say he stole from the rich and gave to the poor. But think, how dangerous was that? Every coin taken was an act of war against a system designed to crush the weak. If Robin lived, each theft wasn't just survival, it was rebellion. Each arrow wasn't just a weapon, it was a message. Justice won't always wear a crown.
Yet behind the romance of the tale, there's blood. Imagine the fear of being hunted. Imagine the whisper of armored men closing in. The crack of branches under heavy boots. One mistake, one wrong move, and the hero of the poor would hang, his body swaying as a warning to others. Heroism was not glory. It was survival in the face of certain death.
The story twists in strange ways. Some called him Robert of Locksley. Others say he was nothing but a mix of many outlaws' lives, woven together like threads in a tapestry. A myth created not by facts, but by the hunger of the people for hope, for justice, for someone to fight back when no one else dared. Think of the Sheriff of Nottingham, the face of cruelty, the embodiment of greed, a man who ruled with iron fists and empty mercy. To the people, Robin was the answer to that cruelty, the shadow that struck back in the night. But shadows can lie. Shadows can be illusions. Was Robin a real man or a mask worn by many?
But maybe that's the true power of Robin Hood. It doesn't matter if he was real. What matters is the idea that somewhere in a world of chains and crowns, there could be someone bold enough to break the rules for the sake of justice. That law doesn't always mean right. That sometimes righteousness hides in the outlaw.
Every culture has its hero. Some carry swords, some carry flags, some carry nothing but stories. Robin Hood carried a bow, and with each arrow shot into the dark, people believed in something bigger than themselves. A thief, a rebel, a ghost, but also a symbol that justice can be stolen back from the powerful. So ask yourself, do you want Robin Hood to be real, or do you need him to be? Because maybe he never walked these woods, never strung that bow, never spoke those famous words. Maybe Robin lives not in history, but in every act of defiance, every fight for fairness, every refusal to bow to tyranny.
And that's the lesson. Justice is not always written in the law. Sometimes it hides in the shadows, waiting, daring, stealing its chance. And when it comes, It doesn't wear a crown. It wears a hood.